Hello, and welcome to the greatest sports channel. Football is a physical sport, and as such, there are some players who like to get aggressive on the field. These guys play with an edge and can be quite dangerous on the field. Additionally, aggressiveness can help to fire up a team and give them the motivation they need to win. So in this video, we are going to discuss top 10 most aggressive players in football. Let's get started. Number 10. Marco Materazzi. You might know him from the 2006 World Cup incident, when Zidane headbutted him after he verbally insulted Zidane. Zidane received a red card after that. He was named among the hardest footballers in history, and he is among the most aggressive football players ever as well. He was nicknamed Psycho, or Killer, due to his style of playing. Materazzi was a hard tackler, and a physical, brutal, and pricked player. He was also known for his tight marking of opponents. The Italian center back has received more than 60 yellow and 25 red cards in his career. Number 9. Paul Scholes. He is an English former football player, spent his entire professional playing career with Manchester United. He is widely viewed by many as one of the greatest players of the Premier League, although there have been times in his career when he got violent. Scholes sometimes takes the match very seriously, especially when matches get tight. It's not a bad thing, but too much of it may get dangerous. He always had a strong, hard tackle. Sometimes he was too hard a tackler. Scholes has assembled a total of 90 yellow cards and 4 red cards in his career. Number 8. Luis Suarez. This Uruguayan striker recently made his debut for Atletico Madrid when he scored 2 goals and assisted 1 for the club. Suarez is a pretty good player, but sometimes he chooses to play dirty. Suarez bits, which he got suspended differently for each, are famously known. He was accused of racism as well. His first biting incident was on 20 November 2010, when he was playing for Ajax and he bit PSV's player Otman Bakel. He was suspended for 2 matches and punished for an undisclosed amount of money by Ajax. He was named the Cannibal of Ajax by a Dutch newspaper. Number 7. Ben Thatcher. Ben Thatcher is the next most aggressive football player ever. He played for several English Premier League. He made his debut in 1992 when he was playing for Millwall. He was banned for 2 matches, although he is mostly remembered for his disgusting elbowing of Pedro Mendes in a match. The 2 players were running for a 50-50 ball during a Premier League match when Thatcher raised his elbow into Mendes's face. Mendes required oxygen at the pitch side and suffered a seizure while being transported to the hospital. After the match, he was suspended for 8 games. Number 6. Mario Balotelli. Italian footballer Mario Balotelli is often viewed as one of the most aggressive football players ever, due to his poor and immature manners. He began his senior career in 2006, and since then, he played for 8 clubs. He is now playing Brescia. Super Mario is a promising but undisciplined player. He even was once called unmanageable by his former manager. He is also an arrogant individual on and off the pitch. Before proceeding further, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications of the latest video uploads. Number 5. Craig Bellamy. Craig Douglas Bellamy is a former Welsh player whose reputation for being one of the most aggressive football players of all time. He was born in July 1979 and began his career with Norwich City in 1996. He played for many Premier League clubs. The career of Bellamy is full of incidents. His negative behavior was expanded on and off the pitch. He injured other players, hit and hurt the fans, and even he dropped the referee with water on the ground. On the other hand, he had lots of criminal cases and charges of assault outside the field as well. Number 4. Neju de Jong. He was considered one of the best defensive midfielders in the world, but unfortunately, he is ranked among the most aggressive football players ever as well. He continued his reckless style of play. He did some violent actions, including his wild tackle on the Frenchman Hatem Ben Arfa, whose tibia bone was broken due to the incident. Number 3. Diego Costa. Atletico Madrid's Spanish striker Diego Costa is playing for the club for about 3 years now. He scored more than 10 goals for Atletico so far. He is a talented yet very controversial player. Costa has been suspended and punished for various fights with opponents. Costa has received multiple violent conduct charges. Mostly, he shows his angry side in Madrid derbies. Even his first notable confrontation was with Real Madrid's Sergio Ramos. Costa gathered 91 yellow cards and 8 red cards in his career. He was named the most hated footballer by a French newspaper. Number 2. Sergio Ramos. This well-known Spanish player has been around for almost 2 decades now. This center back is the captain of both Real Madrid and the Spanish national team, viewed as one of the best defenders of his generation. Ramos possesses good technical abilities as well as physical abilities. Ramos is often criticized as an undisciplined player who uses reckless force while playing and often gets punished for his thoughtless style of play. He also is called a diver by many. He is the most carded player in La Liga, Spain's national team, and UCL. But despite all of these facts, generally, he is a pretty good defender. Number 1. Duncan Ferguson. Duncan Ferguson was one of the most aggressive players in football during his career. His no-holds-barred style of play earned him a reputation as a tough player who wasn't afraid to get physical with his opponents. Ferguson's aggressive approach to the game often resulted in him getting into trouble with the authorities. He was fined and even banned from playing on several occasions for his on-field antics. However, there was also a lot of love for Ferguson from fans and teammates alike. His passion for the game was evident every time he stepped on the pitch, and his willingness to put his body on the line endeared him to many. There is no doubt that Duncan Ferguson was one of the most unique and controversial players in football history. That's all for today. Who is your favorite aggressive player in football history? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon for more informative and amazing videos.